Hello, my dear Franken friends, and welcome to Spookyou, your one-stop shop for all things ghastly and ghoulish. I'm your host, Barnabas Vixen. How horrible of you to join us. Curl up, invite your friends, and by all means, make sure those lights are out. That way it's harder to tell what may or may not be lurking around you. There's nothing like a good mystery, am I right? Tonight will feature a singular tale of devilish design, curated by those wicked weavers of woe. And without further ado, allow me to pass the reins on over to our vivacious voiceover virtuoso, Trey Falco, for tonight's sinister story. Please keep all limbs and side covers at all times. We wouldn't want anything to go missing now, would we?
I barely made it through the building, and it was mentally agonizing beyond words. At 2 a.m., I entered the elevator, which had been open for almost an hour prior to that. I took the note with me and followed all the rules written there. Of course, the elevator stopped on floor 33 despite my hopes, and there was the sound of typing to my left, and when I peeked through the shattered glass, I saw a guy in formal attire sitting by an old PC layered with dust, which wasn't even turned on, and typing away vigorously. He'd even glance over his shoulder and call out to his imaginary, or I guess invisible, coworkers, saying things like, "Cindy, do you have that report ready?" Or, "The client said we should meet at 2 p.m. I tried my hardest not to look at him as I tiptoed through the hallway and turned left. A tall man in a coat stood in front of me and he was staring right at me. I knew I had to maintain eye contact with him, so I slowly went past him. And the entire time he tried to distract me by pretending he was about to hit me and hoping I would flinch, pointing to things behind me in a very convincing manner with a look of horror on his face, stuff like that. And I swear at one point, someone even screamed, "Watch out!" right in my ear. Luckily, I made it unscathed, and going down the stairs to floor 25 was rather uneventful. I made it to the end of hallway on 25, flipped the switch, and rushed back to the elevator as blood-curdling screams echoed all around me. The elevator doors closed just in time for me to hear something heavy slam into it with full force. Luckily, the elevator started descending and the screams slowly faded. It stopped on floor 1, but the door wouldn't open. I pressed the open button in vain, and then the elevator started moving down. I slammed the number 1 button over and over, but the elevator failed to respond. It went down for an impossible amount of time, descending, by my estimation, at least 15 to 20 floors down. And then it finally stopped and the doors opened. In front of me was it was like a waiting room with a sofa and a lamp table next to it. There was a door opposite the elevator. I pressed the buttons over and over, but there was no response. It was clear this elevator wanted me to step out onto this floor. And sure enough, as soon as I did, the doors closed again and the elevator went back up. I cursed, frustrated, and scared shitless. I inspected the room and just then realized there was a hastily written note on the lamp table. So I picked it up. And here's what it said. "If you're reading this, that means that you fell for their trap, just like me. The good news is, you made it through the first task on floor 25. Well, the bad news is, there is no job and you aren't going to get paid. Whoever these guys are, they're running some fucking experiments on us like lab rats. We need to get the fuck out of here and get to the police. Read this next part carefully because your life will depend on it. When you go through the door on your left, you'll find yourself in a mansion of some sorts. You need to make it to the 3rd floor, but it won't be easy. Follow these rules. Floor 1. Go through the hallway, but whatever you do, don't fucking look in the mirror to your left. You may see with your peripheral vision the reflection not mimicking your own movements or just facing and staring at you, but do not look at it. Close your eyes if you have to. And once you're past that damn mirror, turn left and go straight. You may hear the toilet flush in the bathroom to your right at this point. If this happens, hide. Hide immediately. There's a closet close by. Hide inside and don't make a sound until the old man comes out of the bathroom and is gone. Wait at least 1 full minute before going out. Not a second more, not a second less. Once you're in the clear, climb the stairs in the main hall to the 2nd floor. Hello, kitties. No sponsor this week, but I did want to remind you that this Friday, yes, that's just a few days away, this Friday, October the 18th, we'll be kicking off our Frightening Nights of Halloween series. So that's something you don't want to miss. That's a video a night. 1 video every night to quench that creepy craving, all leading up to our special event on Halloween Day, Spookyou's All Hallows Eve Bash. So go ahead and mark your calendars for that. I'll wait here. You know, the story's not going anywhere. You can go ahead and pause this. Oh, and I know you watched the video, the announcement video. So my birthday is on the 27th. Barnabas's birthday is on the 27th. Don't forget that. I do expect gifts. All right, you got all that? We clear? Okay, back to tonight's story. Floor 2. Turn right and take the 2nd door to the left. It's a blue door. I have no idea what will happen if you take the other doors or turn left. Once through this blue door, you'll find yourself in a big room full of mannequins. Dozens of mannequins, and they'll be on both sides. You may hear giggling, and some of them change the direction of their gazes and their positions or poses when you don't look, but I think they won't harm you if you don't disturb them. I don't know. If any of the mannequins' heads drop to the floor and roll in front of you, run. Run as fast as you can and close the door behind you once you're out. You should be close to the stairs again now. So follow the hall and don't worry about any voices you hear from the adjacent rooms, even if they beg you to come help them. If you hear or see any of the doors opening, hide again. The old man might seem like someone you can overpower easily, but don't even fucking think about it. Once he's gone, climb the stairs. Floor 3. Remember that man from floor 33 who you had to keep eye contact with? Well, he might be here again, but he's going to be much more aggressive this time. You're going to hear someone scream something like, "I got you now," right behind you, but ignore it. You may also start feeling a stinging and burning sensation in your eyes. Do your best not to blink. If you have to blink, try not to keep your eyes closed for more than a second. Maintain eye contact with him and go through the hall until you can turn left. Left from the original position. That means you're right as you're facing the man backwards. If you see a woman in patient's gown standing in front of the elevator facing away from you, just stand next to her and wait for the elevator. If she asks you to come inside the elevator with her, politely decline. If she doesn't say anything, you can step inside with her, but just don't talk to her. Just stare in front of yourself. Once you're in the elevator, you'll see that there are no buttons inside, and so the elevator will start going up on its own. And when it stops, wait until the woman steps out and stay inside until the elevator starts moving again. If she asks you if you'll come with her, politely decline again. Once the door opens, the elevator should go up a few more floors. And now if the woman was not there at all, but then you took the elevator and she enters when the doors open, exit immediately. I don't know where you'll be and I have no idea what you need to do in here, so you're on your own. I really hope you don't run into her. I came back to give you this warning compiled from my own and other people's experiences, so chances are I either made it out or I'm dead somewhere else along the way. But if you manage to get out, expose these fuckers and don't let anyone else get fucked over. Good luck, guard who came before you. You've got to be fucking kidding me, was my first thought. 10 minutes later, though, I was in the clear and managed to get to the elevator by following every rule the guard laid out. I was lucky, though. Aside from the old man in the bathroom, no one else bothered me. I heard a giggle and a set of footsteps in the mannequin room, but honestly, neither the staring men nor the patient woman were present. So I managed to safely take the elevator, my heart thumping the entire time, so fast I thought it was going to burst out of my chest. The elevator started going up and I prayed it was going back to the reception. But my hope was short-lived, because when the elevator stopped and the doors opened, I was in an advanced security room with a bunch of camera feeds across the entire wall. And on the desk, on top of the keyboard, was another note.
Welcome back, my darling deviants. Well, tell me, did you enjoy that twisted tale? Of course you did. I knew you had that air about you, that hunger for the horrific and the macabre. So, did we spook you? If not, then file a complaint with our complaint department detailing all accounts of non-spookiness you found in this video, and we'll get back to you in 2 to 3 millennia. Give or take a business eon or two. However, if you've enjoyed what you've just heard this evening, then make sure you leave a like on this video and annihilate that subscribe button. Such a small act of obedience is exactly what we need to put the food on the table around here. There's only so many days we can have refried kidney and toe jam hash before I'm absolutely sick of it. Spoiler alert, that ship sailed long ago. Now, I must bid you adieu. I've many things to take care of, and this outro is eating into my day off. Run along now. Have no fear, we'll be here every Tuesday and Thursday to bring you another terrible tale. Go forth, my ghastly gang, and stay spooky.